Hey everyone, Lasergician here, this time with another Mythgard video. So yesterday I was streaming, trying to get out of bronze, just because I haven't been playing ranked all that much lately, and I was playing a red-green aggro deck that I've been working on. It's not something I've seen a lot of people play with, something that I think has a good amount of potential, so I decided to play a good amount of it yesterday and see how it'd go. Turns out it went really well. We won the majority of our games, including the one you're going to see today against a player known as Aggro. Aggro is a very, very highly skilled player, been playing in the alpha for as long as it's been going on, I think, is currently sitting in Mythic rank, which is the highest tier of ranked play in the alpha in Mythgard. So I'm thinking the deck has legs if it can go toe-to-toe with someone who is so highly regarded in this game, and I'd love to see what you guys think of it. So really quickly, we are going to take a look at the deck. Here is what I have been running. I'm going to turn myself off so you can see the entirety of the list. Here we go. So we're running Journey of Souls as our path, because that means that we can recur some of our threats over time. Smite as our power to get a little bit of extra damage in. Lots of early drops. Most of our curve is on 1 and 2. In red, we have Iron Flesh Performer as a nice hardy 1-drop. Daring Trapezist and Firesong Prodigy as our preferred 2-drops, also running Strigoi Pureblood, but this one I'm not entirely convinced on. This is something that I'm looking to phase out for something else. Not quite sure what yet, but if you're toying with the list, this is one you could definitely toy with. Ringmaster, a fantastic card. If you have 2, run 2. Giving everything rush is super good. Ichor Feast and Ignition and Crimson Pact as ways to extend our resources. Ignition and Crimson Pact in terms of getting things off the board for our opponents so that our stuff can do more, and Ichor Feast in terms of card draw, because card draw is always good. Firesong Prodigy's Ignitions are super helpful. I love this card. Howling Abyssal and Wings of Abaddon are our kind of top end in red. Howling Abyssal can be some nice damage to close the game out, and same with Wings of Abaddon. This one is also really nice because if it's sacrifice another minion to get immortal until the end of the turn power, if you can sacrifice a Howling Abyssal after it's attacked, you can get 8 damage out of Abyssal plus another 4 from Wings for 12 points of burst, which is a super fun play. Panic Raider as a way to get a little bit more card draw. This is something that you may want to run more than one of. I choose not to because its casting cost of triple red is intense. You could tune the deck to make sure you proc this all the time. Right now, I find 1 is fine. I usually burn this in the early game and then use its rush and breach as a refill later in the game. In green, running 3 copies of Mothmara. Again, not entirely sold on this. It's a little fragile, especially when this card, Bolt from the Blue, is everywhere, but it's been working out well enough for me. Wake the Bones is a card that I use just to recur a rush threat in the end of the game to close it out, maybe getting a Wake the Bones onto a Wings of Abaddon to try and close out. Born Again is nice as a way to skew aggro mirror matches in your favor. This can trade into something over and over again, and you can keep putting it on the board and win aggro attrition wars. Sugar Plum Fairy, very similar. I'm running it specifically for the life tap. This is kind of just tech for aggro mirrors. It's not the greatest, but it gets the job done. Samargal Hatchling, I like a lot. That 3 toughness is really important because Ice Spike is the only one that can deal with it in the popular cards. Other popular cards for getting rid of threats include Thunderclap, which does 2 damage. So a Samargal Hatchling is pretty good for surviving that, and the regen ends up being nice on occasion when you need to clear the board. And probably the best card in the deck is Gamayun. This card is really good for helping you filter out dead draws by using its divination, which, if you're coming from another game, is very similar to Scry from Magic the Gathering, and ends up being really clutch. 4 power, 4 health is super nice, can get a lot of damage in. You'll notice that a lot of creatures in this deck have Agile, which means it's hard for opponents to keep us from doing damage. Gamayun is no exception, and it's just an MVP card in a lot of matches. So, bring myself back here. We're going to go watch the game versus Aerobert. Shout out to him for giving me permission for uploading our game. It's very, very kind. And I hope you guys enjoy this. If you are interested, you can always join the Discord that Mythgard is running. The devs are super, super active, very nice. And the community is getting really, really good. If you're interested in the competitive side, one of my teammates on Team Rankstar, Brosiah, is running weekly community tournaments on Saturdays. So you can check out either the Team Rankstar or Mythgard Discords for more information on that. Otherwise, let me know what you think. I think this archetype has some potential. It might not be tip-top tier 1, but I think it's at least worth exploring. So I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and otherwise, I will see you all next time. I think if you want to play quick games, red-blue mid-range is probably just better. That was very quick. Did Logic snipe me? No. Aerobert, I know that name. I don't remember why I know that name, but I know that name. Okay. Options. Options. What up? Is Aerobert a dev? Is Aerobert a high-ranking player? I know the name Aerobert. Okay. Gamayon is looking unlikely, however, I want it. Let's burn one Trapezist, because we don't need both of them. See what happens next turn. Probably Prodigy. Mythril Knight? Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I knew it was either high-ranking or a Rhino member. Can I? You can do this in-game? Damn! That's so good to know. He's playing green-yellow. Is he playing Reanimator? I want to burn this, but then I can't get Fire Song Prodigy. I think that's probably okay. Let's do that. Man, this game is awesome. It has so many cool features. Next turn might follow up with Trapezist number 2. Worth noting, they do not have... Ooh, interesting developments. Crimson Pact is nice. Can I kill both of these? I don't think I can. This has... it takes 2 movements for that to change anything. Gamayon is looking unlikely next turn, but it's still possible. Let's get rid of the Trapezist. Let's Pact here. Attack. And then next turn, probably going to be Fire Song Prodigy to snipe that off, because I don't want him having all that magic. Okay. And does it himself, that's fine by me. So he has a lot of late game, which is scaring me. I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm seeing a lot of big stuff getting burned and sent to the graveyard. Go away. There we go. Okay. That's the regen? Yeah. Bummer. Can't get Gamayon down. Do I need 2 Prodigies? I don't think so. I kind of like Wings. It has immediate board presence. But it'll have immediate board presence no matter when it goes down, so Abyssal's probably fine here. I like that he's taken his time. It means there's no clearly good plays for him, which makes me happy. Okay, so someone's stunned. That's fine. Born Again is going to go back to his hand. That was a good discard for him. Destroy a minion and his controller draws a card. That's a cool spell. Let's see. I could kill it. I'm mad that I still can't get Gamayon down. Is Ichor Feast ever good here? That leaves me with 2 magic with 1 red gem. I like it. Okay. This is some good stuff. I'm gonna get the Trapezist down. Start poking. Pretty sure he has to trade here. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, so I probably have to wings this. Or I could Gamion and hope he can't do anything about it. That seems real ambitious, though. 3, 4, 5. I'll have 6 mana available. He already used his Deported. So I think Gamion is fine. Yeah, definitely second wings. And burn Ichor Feast. I have plenty of cards in hand as it is. And I can get the Prodigy down. So if he does anything about this, then he has to trade either here or there if he moves. And then Ignition can clean it up. So I think we're looking okay. Not great. He definitely still has the advantage on us, but we're looking okay. Yep. I am a little not great feeling about the clock he has us on with Smite. 6 turns is a lot, though. He has another one. That's okay, though. We can deal with that. Regen 2. Okay. So we can attack here. We have 6 mana available. So we wings. Use the other 2 mana. Sack that. Trade with Overrun. Burn the Spirit. Play the Trapezist. Oh, right. Yeah, keep Ignition in hand. So he has Deported in hand. So he functionally has 1 card. Hey, Malefic, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I really need to start getting face damage. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. That's also fine. Okay. Start with wings. I want to keep the Ignition so I can get a blocker out of the way. So he's probably at some point going to be forced to put down the... What's his face? The Born Again? Yeah. Howling Abyssal I really like here. But I also like Sugar Plum Fairy for the life gain. But I think Howling Abyssal is the play. Because next turn we can attack with it, sack it for an additional 4 damage for 8 total damage. Yeah. I am liking Mythgard quite a lot. I think this game has a lot of potential, and I would not be surprised to see it do very, very well. Misanthropia? Okay. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that. Let's see. Can ignite that. Gamion is always good. Get the Divination. Another one is probably fine. Unless I want to start pushing damage next turn? I don't think so. I do want to start pushing damage now, however. Burn that. Play the Fire Song. I want to stack here because if he plays anything, it's all going to be coming in here, so I want to be able to contest it as efficiently as possible. Don't have another Misanthropia. That hurt a lot. Yep, stun that. And he's going to deport something. Yep, makes sense for it to be Gamion. We're going to attack. All he has in hand is Born Again. That's fantastic. We're going to play 2 of these? If he top decks exactly Misanthropia, we're in trouble. Fire Song Prodigy next turn. I'm going to assume he doesn't top deck it. I'm going to assume he doesn't top deck it. I'm going to push damage. Assume he doesn't top deck it. What is it? Oh, he gets to draw now, doesn't he? Or is this the discard one? I don't know the graphics well enough. Ah! I want to win this one, man. Oh no, it's the drop. Okay, Led Astray is fine. So we have 2, 4. We have a lot. 2, 4, 6. That much. Play that. Do I have a red gem left? I do. Well played, Arabert. Hey, we beat it. We beat a mythic player. Yeah. Nice. Red-green aggro is real. Yes. Oh man, that felt good.